Hey besties, welcome back to Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie. I'm Lisa Marie. Today I am teaming up with my friend Jenny from Lovely Moments Creating to bring you candy cane DIYs. I'll tell you more about that later in the video. I'm super excited to show you these. So let's get started. For my first DIY, I've got this adorable gnome wood cutout from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to take a nail file and I'm going to go around all of the edges, and then I'll also sand the front and back. I'm going to use this flag colored red acrylic paint from Apple Barrel, and I'm going to go ahead and just paint like his hands and his suit red. And I'll show you when I finish with all of that. Hey, I am on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook if you'd like to find me over there, same name. And if I ever inspire you to create something, send me a picture over there. I would love that. Now he needs some black shoes, and I'm going to use a jot marker from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to color his shoes black. That was just so easy and it's less messy. And then I'm going to outline his beard, and I'm going to use a finer point black marker to get into some of those littler crevices that are on the cutout, just to make the little black borders. And there he is, looking adorable. And then I'm going to take some white chalk paint from Rust-Oleum, the linen white, and I'm going to paint his beard, the pom-pom on his hat, and parts of his sleeves. And I'm going to use my heat tool from Amazon to dry this quickly. If I mention that I got something at Amazon, there will be a link in my description box for my Amazon store, and you can find it there if it's something that you need to. Now I'm going to mix a little red and white to make him a little pink nose, and then add a little more white to it because I don't want it too pink, just to be kind of cute. And then I'll put a little white swoosh across it just to give it some dimension. I'm going to use some pieces from a mop head, and I'm going to actually make his beard and the hair in the back of him 3D. I'm just going to cut pieces to size and hot glue them down, and then off camera I'm going to give him a really good trim, but you'll just trim yours to whatever length and shape that you like. I kind of made mine come to a little point in the middle. And I'm just showing you, I did some on each side and then I started in the middle. That way it kind of flowed evenly on both sides. I didn't want one side to look different than the other. And there he is. Isn't he so cute? Now I'm going to take this adorable scrapbook paper that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to trace the shape of his hat, both sides, because one goes one way, one goes the other. And I'm going to cut out the pieces to go over his hat. I know I painted it red, but I just decided it would look cuter, especially with a candy cane theme, to do this particular scrapbook paper. So I'm going to use my glue stick after I cut it out, and I got the glue stick at the Dollar Tree. It's a great deal. And then I'm literally just going to put it right on top, and I'm going to rub it down, and then I'm going to sand around the edges to get a nice clean edge. Do you ever watch crafting videos while you're crafting? I know I do. And in case you do, I have created a mega playlist of a lot of my crafts so that you can watch them while you're crafting. So I've got the playlist down in my description box. So I hope you'll go check it out. And on the front side, I obviously had to make a cut for around his nose so that it would fit. And I'm just going to use a little spatula scraper instead of my brayer on this one because it's so small. And there he is with his hat on. He looks adorable. I've got these little mini candy canes from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to hot glue one to each of his little mittens. Now he could actually fit on one of my tiered trays, so that is kind of what I'm going with here. He'll either be right next to it or sitting right on it. Today's video, my friend Jenny from Lovely Moments Creating is joining me, and we are both doing candy cane themed DIYs. They're going to be so much fun. I can't wait to see hers. Jenny has such a beautiful channel. I've been friends with her for quite a while, and I love all the things she makes. She uses a lot of wood, mostly Dollar Tree supplies, beautiful floor arrangements, and she is known most for doing budget-friendly DIYs that are very easy to make, and I love that about her channel. Go check out her channel. I'll have her video and her channel links down in my description box. If you're coming over from Jenny's channel or you're new to my channel, welcome. It is great to meet you. I do all different types of DIYs. I like to experiment with new things, and I'm always challenging myself. So I think there's something for everyone. So I hope you'll come back again and check out some of my other videos. For this DIY, I've got these cute little cutouts of like cutting boards. I got them on Amazon, and I'm going to draw some lines to kind of differentiate where I'm going to paint in the red flag color by Apple Barrel and use the scrapbook paper that you see right there. And so that's what I'm going to do, is go ahead and finish the painting first so that it can dry, and then I will use some of the glue stick and I will attach the scrapbook paper. And of course I will measure and cut as much as I need. This time I decided to put the glue stick right on the wood because I ended up having to do that with the other anyway. For some reason it just sticks better to that, and then when you set the paper down it seems to stay. At least for me, that's what happened. And then I'll use my scraper to make sure that it's on there nice and firm. And I'll take my little nail file again and I'll sand around the edges to get that clean edge. And you know, I use the nail file on smaller things because it's so much easier to maneuver. And now I'm going to take a little bit of my white chalk paint. I'm just going to do the edges where the scrapbook paper was in white, where I did the other edges in red. And that really, to me, is a nice little touch. I've got this adorable twine that is red and white, just like candy cane. And I'm going to wrap it around a bunch of times on the handle and then cut off the end and hot glue that down just for a little extra touch. Then I'm going to take that same twine and I'm just going to make a border for where the paint meets the scrapbook paper. And so there's 3 places, and I'm going to wrap it all the way around and hot glue it down. And I think that just gives it a very nice finish, and it looks more polished that way and not kind of so unfinished. Now I have this little white mini rope. I'm putting that in the hole because I want it to be white instead of like a twine color. And then I used my Cricut Joy and I found a font that I liked, and I just typed up candy canes 5 cents, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that with my transfer tape to the one side. And of course you can write this or use stickers. I almost forgot that little spot in the S there. I don't know how I missed that. And then on the other side, I made another one that says Candy Cane Lane. And I just go in and I go for whatever I like. I tend to design my own in Cricut Design Space, but you absolutely can do that. I am loving this one. I hope you guys like it too. Let me know. We love red trucks in our house, so I have this little ornament from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to take it apart, take off the little string, take off the Christmas tree, and detach the Merry Christmas sign. And that way I'm just going to start off working with the truck. Now, of course, it's got that horrible glitter all over it, so I'm going to have to sand that. And did you know that little piece where the tires are actually comes off? I found that out by accident when I was doing this. That was kind of handy. So not till just about now, right there is when I figured it out. So I was able to take my white chalk paint and paint around the tires. And then I'm going to take my jot marker from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to go ahead and draw the tires. And then I'm going to use an Arteza paint pen that is silver, and I'm going to fill in the little hubcaps. And then I will put back my little piece onto the truck. Just snaps right in. How fun is that? I'm going to get a bunch of my little candy canes from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put them around the back and hot glue them. I want this to look like a truck carrying a load of candy canes. You know how they carry the pumpkins or the trees? Well, this time it's going to be carrying candy canes. So cute. And then I'm going to take that little Merry Christmas sign. I'm going to use the red paint marker, which is called Vermilion from Arteza. And I'm going to go over those letters because I've had this in a box for a while, so they were very faded. And that just brought it right back to life. That was so easy. Just dried it real quick. And then on the back, I'm going to make some stripes for like candy cane stripes. Just, you know, if you see it from the back. So cute. And then I'm going to take my red and white candy cane stripe twine and I'm going to feed it through the little holes and tie it on to the truck. Now I tied it on, but then I end up gluing it because I didn't want it to be kind of movable. I wanted it to be more stationary, because what I'm going to end up doing is putting this on a tier trace. I want it to be able to stand up. So I'm going to use 2 of the little tumbling tower blocks and lay them next to one another. And then I'm going to hot glue them together. And then I'm going to take that same red and white striped scrapbook paper that I've been using, and I'm going to cut out 2 pieces, one for each of the long sides, the longer, wider sides. And I'm going to use my glue stick and attach that. Then I will sand around the edges like I always do, just to get a nice clean finish. And then I'm going to take my red flag paint from Apple Barrel and I'm going to paint the two ends and around the edges. And that will definitely finish it off. After the paint dries, I will hot glue this piece to the very back. And it will also give me a way for this little guy to stand up on a tier tray or anywhere that I decide to put it. Guys, I love this one. I just love little red trucks. Do you? For this DIY, I'm going to use this little rolling pin, a mini rolling pin that I got on Amazon. It came like a pack of 6 or 8, really good price. I'm going to use that flag colored paint again from Apple Barrel, and I'm going to paint the whole center part of the rolling pin. Once that dries, I'm going to use my white chalk paint and I'm going to paint both of the ends. And then I'm going to use my red and white twine and I'm going to put it around where the two colors of paint meet with some hot glue on both sides. If you are liking anything in my video, please hit that like button. I mean, right now would be great and I would really appreciate it. Then I'm going to take my twine again and I'm going to make 2 little teeny shoestring bows, and then I'll cut off the ends and I will hot glue them to both ends of the rolling pin where the pieces of twine met so that you won't even see that seam. I just think this is adorable. Then I used my Cricut Joy and I printed out the words candy canes in a font that I liked. And again, you can use stickers, you can write this, whatever you want. And I just think this is adorable. So easy, and it's going to go on my tiered tray. For this DIY, I'm going to use this shot glass from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint the inside and the outside completely with my Rust-Oleum Linen White chalk paint, and it takes several coats. Now, I've heard that you should put Mod Podge on first before painting glass, but I didn't this time, and it did work out okay, so maybe it would have taken less coats. Then I'm going to take this red and white poly type twine from the automotive section at Dollar Tree. I don't know how to say that. I'm going to separate the red and I'm going to start hot gluing it like kind of at the top on the inside and just slowly wrap it around, gluing every so often. And then when I finish one round, I'm going to take another piece and move over a little bit and start at the top again. And I'm going to do that 3 times so I get a really good coverage. And I'm basically creating some candy cane stripes on this little shot glass, which is now going to be just a little holder for a 3-tiered tray. And there it is with all 3 rounds. I think it's so cute. Super easy, you guys. Super easy. And then I'm going to take these larger candy canes from the Dollar Tree and put some in there. And that's it. It's done. And I love it. I love adding these cute little things to my tiered trays. And now for one last look at all 5 of my candy cane themed DIYs. I love these, you guys. They are so cute, and so many of them will fit on my tiered trays. I'm very excited about them. Please don't forget to check out Jenny from Lovely Moments Creating. Her video, the link will be down in my description box. I know you will love her. Oh my gosh, she's wonderful. And she's almost at 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. That would be awesome. I loved making these. They are so much fun. If you know anyone else who would love these DIYs, please share my video. It really helps my channel. And don't forget to hit the like button. That helps YouTube show my video to more people, and I truly appreciate it. So let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite. I have to say, for me, it's either the gnome or the red truck, but let me know what yours was. I would love to know. Thank you you so much for watching my video, and I want you to know that you are a blessing to me. If you like this video, I'll put a couple more up on the screen that I think you'll really like, so feel free to check them out.